What up, though? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, man. Today is Wednesday, February 15th, 2023. Hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day. And for y'all side pieces, today's y'all day. So go ahead and buckle up, Buttercup, because the gifts are coming your way. LL recaps the players he selected in the first mock draft on the show. That's what we're going to start it out with. Coach Mike then is going to review the Detroit's odds to play in the next Super Bowl. And I look at 5 of the top free agent linebackers. Now, this is not the top 5. This is 5 of the top 10 free agent linebackers. So make sure I'm getting this twisted. But the Lions could sign at in free agency. But before we get into all that, man, it is time to bring in the rest of the crew, man. Today is his day. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be, you know what I'm saying, Tupperware t-shirt exchange on full blast, man. Because I know he got his tacos yesterday, but, you know, today he get all the rest of his meals, man, from all the ladies. It is my man, L. Cool. Thomas, what's going on, my guy?
Good morning, Proud Nation, and happy Wednesday.
Man, y'all know who it is, man. It's the boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan, man. That dude got more jobs than a little bit, man. Like I tell you before, man, he'll teach you how to box. He'll coach your kids. He might knock you out in the ring, man. He'll sell you a shirt. He'll change your oil, and he'll give you 2 types of fade. He'll fade you in the ring, and he'll fade your lineup. Man, it's my man, who?
It's the Wolverine, Coach Mike Jones. Happy Side Piece Wednesday.
Man, let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let's go.
For Lions Talk, baby.
Hey, welcome back to the show, people, man. And I know he is definitely, he's stocked up. He's ready to go, man. Cuffing season's on deck, man. It's his time of the year, man. Most people like Christmas, but for him, it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's my man, L Cool Toys, man. Talk about your first mock draft, my guy.
And also, the candy is half price today. So if you like candy, go and get you some candy today. But yeah, you know, everybody doing mock drafts. I've been doing, you know, just some when I get bored because I like how the thing goes and everything. You just get to see some of the scenarios. But you know, it is what it is. It's none of this really counts. It's just a mock draft. I did this through ProFootballNetwork.com. Like they have a draft simulator. You can, you know, select how many rounds you want to do. You want to go fast, normal, or slow, and you can, you know, pick your team, and you can pick a couple teams, whatever it is. It gives you a lot of control. I just do it because it's easy to use. So this is how my mock draft fell. You know, we have how many picks in this upcoming draft?
He was 8.
7 or what? 8 picks, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in this next coming draft, I hope I have 8 players on my board. But this is how it fell with the players that were available. This is how I took it. And also, you know, I understand how this goes. So if y'all disagree, let me know. If you agree, let me know. If you change a pick, let me know. It don't really matter. It's just something I did on the internet. I'm not picking these players, so don't yell at me or I'll find you. But how it fell out for me, and this is no trades as well because it gives you the opportunity. Like teams will offer you trades. It gives you the opportunity to trade with other teams or propose trades and stuff like that. But no trades on this one. But first at number 6, I took cornerback Joey Porter out of Penn State. 6'2", 198 pounds. He's probably the best press corner. And like I said before, I actually got that wrong. I believe first I said it was Joey Porter, but like only gave up the least amount of yards, whatever it is, and the most press snaps or whatever it was. But that's actually the player that I took at 18. Yeah, I doubled back. I took 2 corners in the first round. At 18, I took, because he was there, Devon Witherspoon out of Illinois. And that, like, he's getting the name as the best press corner in this draft. You know, it gave up the least amount of yards or something like that in press coverage or something like that. Y'all have to look up all of those. Well, I could look it up and maybe I could bring it back to y'all. But that was my first round, took 2 corners. somebody's gonna have to get their stuff figured out. Jeff Okuda, whoever else. Second round, defensive lineman I've been talking about just because he was there. Defensive lineman Tuli Polulu. I don't know how to say his name. Tuli is what we're gonna call him today. Out of USC, defensive lineman, 6'4", 290 at pick number 49. 48. I think he's actually a really good player. He could play all over the defensive line. He plays inside real well. He plays the edge well as well. But I feel like he'll be a baller wherever he goes. I don't know if he'll beat it at that pick either. You know, we probably won't get him wherever he goes. I actually like. I think he's gonna be a good player. He's the type player to end up with Baltimore or somewhere, or the Saints, and be a Pro Bowler for the next 9 years. Second first round pick at 59, I took linebacker Jack Campbell out of Iowa. Yesterday in the group chat we were talking about some other Iowa players like Lucas Van Ness. I think some people are. I've seen a couple of mocks with us taking him. I don't want Lucas Van Ness. If in my mind, like the types that we're going to draft, if we draft Lucas Van Ness, we can get a better player in Tuli from USC. But 6'5", Jack Campbell goes 6'5", 246 out of Iowa. He's actually a pretty decent linebacker. He goes downhill like a mug. He hit like a sledgehammer, and he's not the best in coverage. I ain't watched a lot of tape on him, but I've watched about 4 or 5 like good decent length clips on Jack Campbell, like on YouTube and stuff. He's decent. He's decent in coverage. I believe with the proper coaching, he could be a whole lot better. Third round, here we go, Coach Mike. We get that offensive lineman that we need, offensive guard out of USC. At pick number 81, and that's Andrew Voorhees. He goes 6'6", 325. I'm another USC guy. I know Brad Holmes like to scout the West Coast, so I don't know. He's a big guard. He blocks real well in the run, something that we definitely need. And third round, that's a decent. And honestly, we probably will get a guy like him or something comparable at this spot or later or whatever. You can get a lot of good guards in this draft. Fifth, we didn't have a 4th round pick, but in the 5th round, at pick number 149, I took safety Jay Ward out of LSU. He goes 6'2", 188. He's one of them, like the new style safeties. They can cover the nickel. He can play deep. He can play all over the field. He's actually a decent tackler too. Jay Ward. Watch out for that name. If we don't end up getting him, just listen out for that name, Jay Ward. I guess this is our 6th round pick. Took a running back, Dwayne McBride, out of UAB, I believe it is. At pick number 169, he goes 5'11", 215. Real solid runner. He can run that mud. He got a little bit of speed. He runs with power. Just a consistent runner. If we're looking for a bell cow, I don't know if this would be the guy that we would pick, but this is a guy that we could pick. He definitely could fit that bill. And with the last pick, I took a quarterback. He'll probably be there as an undrafted free agent as well, or maybe not. I don't know, because this guy's getting a lot of hype, but I don't know. I just took him because he was there, and we need a quarterback. We need a quarterback, and I think that if this were an actual pick that we had, I think he could actually, grow to be in this system. And, if we were to need him in a pinch, he could definitely step in. He could be a good, solid backup quarterback or starter with the proper coaching and proper development. But that's DTR, Dorian Thompson Robinson, out of UCLA, I think it is. Right? I think I'm right. But yeah, 6'1", 205. He's not the biggest guy, but he can throw it. He got a big arm. He's he can move around, he can skid around a little bit, he can, get out of the pocket, some things that the modern NFL calls for. I'm actually looking forward to Jared Goff playing how he played this season for a long time. If not, and we draft him, maybe the DTR, maybe another guy, who knows. But that's my mock draft 1.0, no trades. Let me know what y'all think. Grade the mock. I don't, it ain't gonna hurt my feelings, unless you say, I'm dumb or something, then I call you stupid too. But let me know if you like some of the picks, if you don't like the picks, if you like the players, maybe not the right pick, if you just think a lot of these players, let me know as well. Or if you have a different opinion on these players, let me know as well. Because we all learn, how you might watch these guys and I don't watch them, so you might know something different. But let me know. What do you guys think, Coach Mike and Curt?
I have to say, I like it. I like your mock draft. You adjust some positions of need, added some depth. I won't say I love it. I like it, though. Now, I will say this. I can't say that every player will be available when you pick them. But if Brad
I don't think they will be.
But if Brad Holmes can pull out that draft, that'll be monumental. That's a very dream type of draft class, man. But I like it. That's all I can say. What you got, Coach Mike?
Yeah, it surprised me that that you had 2 corners, because those are those press man corners are like 1A, 1B, and 1C. You got the
Mhm.
guy from Oregon, then you got Joey
Yeah.
Porter, and you got Witherspoon. Those are 1A, B, and C. And if you can get two of them in the first round, I know that's not popular, but shit, I take it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
for
what I'm
real.
saying? But you know, it was decent, man. It was a pretty good draft overall. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Nah, not at all, man. Hey, man, do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. LL, what's the family discussion topic for today?
Grade the mock. That's the family discussion topic. Let us know in the comments. What do you think? If you want to give it a letter grade, if you want to give it a number grade, thumbs up, thumbs down. Like I said, I don't know. I don't care. I would rather you blame ProFootballNetwork.com than blame me because I didn't put them players where they failed. So let me know what you think about the draft. Or go over there to ProFootballNetwork.com. And this isn't paid. I'm not getting paid by these people, but go over there and try that out and come up with your own mock draft.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely pick your favorite mock draft simulator and share it with us. Share it with us in the comments, man.
Yeah.
You know, we had a couple of people do that already. So go ahead and let us know what your mock draft is, man. Hey, we appreciate you right here, man. Give us a thumbs up, like the video, and hit the notification bell so you know when you're getting fresh content from us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. We are your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. All right, man. Coach Mike, he had an interesting topic. We went back and forth on the next topic. Well, is he gonna do this one? Is he gonna do another one? But he said he said it on this one, man. Talk about what's up with the Detroit Lions odds, what they are saying out in Vegas for making the next Super Bowl.
Yeah. So first off of my Kool-Aid sipping end of the season, we had some other Kool-Aid sippers in the house. And that was the MGM Grand Sports Betting app, along with the FanDuel Sportsbook Casino Betting app.
Mm-hmm.
They chose the Detroit Lions as number 9 in their possibilities and chances to make it to the Super Bowl. That's right. We are number 9, top 10 in the NFL with odds to make the Super Bowl. Woo! They sipping the cool. They sip more than me. Because I said we would win a playoff game. They said we're going to the Super Bowl. Said Mama said Super Bowl, I'm gonna say Super Bowl. I'm telling you right now, man, that just shows you right there. We not making stuff up here. I know a lot of people every year they be like, oh, y'all talking this, y'all talking that, and then y'all get quiet in the middle of the seat. No, man, it's real. It's going down. And I just want to let y'all in on a little something. That prediction right there of the Lions having the 9th best odds to get the Super Bowl, it means that Brad Holmes is going to pull the trigger on somebody in free agency. That's what that means. I mean, if you really look at it, somebody in defense, I don't know, Jalen Ramsey, Devontae David, he going to pull the trigger on somebody. And I'm telling you, man, my heart feel good right now, man. But what do y'all think about that, man? The Lions, the Detroit Lions, the 9th best odds to make the Super Bowl, man.
Okay, all right, Coach Mike. Here's my deal. I appreciate the national media and the sports betting books having faith in the brand new Lions. I don't really care about this shit, man. Really not just yet, man. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I'll be more concerned about the odds of the Super Bowl, appearing in the Super Bowl, probably around week 14. It's a little bit too early for me, but I get it. I mean, I get why they're doing that, but there's a lot of variables that's going to come into play that may change this. Sports books are so finicky, you know what I'm saying? One week you can be the odds to do something the next week, they got you way back somewhere else. But I appreciate the national attention that we're getting, but I just not right. It's too early for me right now. What you got, LL?
Yeah, I don't usually bet on that kind of stuff, but I don't. Good for them, good. Maybe with all of the script talk lately, that's good for us, I guess.
Yeah.
Hopefully it pays off somehow. I don't know. Good for us, I guess.
But I appreciate the recognition that, hey, the Lions got something special going on. I get that part. Right. It's just a little too early for me. I'm like, I ain't really. The Super Bowl was just the other day. I ain't even think about the next one yet.
Right. You know what? I wish, and this is for like playoffs and Super Bowl for next year. Like, I don't know if y'all watched that Ravens documentary, but at one point, like, they wouldn't, I forget what they replaced it with, but they wouldn't say playoff.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying it, I forget whatever it is. So if y'all out there, y'all remember it is, remember what it was, drop it in the comments to remind me. But,
You talking
so
about
yeah,
what the odds makers would say?
no. Like, they were like,
The
like
Ravens
looking like
themselves.
the Ravens was getting like, starting to look like they might be heading toward the playoffs, but themselves, they would not say the word playoff.
Oh,
So they
okay.
replace it with another word. So I'm even
I
like
haven't
down with
watched
that
it
kind
yet.
of stuff. Like don't even talk about it until we like right up on it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
I feel you.
that's great though. Like if that actually
I
means something to us,
I
that's great.
ain't never, ever, ever in my lifetime
Ever seen that? That's what you're
ever
saying.
seen
You're right. You're right.
I feel that.
So
I feel what you're saying. We haven't had that.
I'm riding that way, bro. I'm riding it. I'm surfing it.
I think the last
Nope.
time we had a shot, to be honest with you, a legitimate shot to be that way was 2014. And that was that Dallas Cowboys game. Because I think we could have beat Green Bay again that year in Green Bay. If we didn't, that would have been the year that we could have went to win the Super Bowl. That would have been my year. That I think we could have. We had the defense, we had the offense. That was a really good team. But hey, do us a favor. Hey man, if you haven't done so, I don't know what you're waiting on. You keep coming back to the channel. But if it's not your first time, I mean, if it is your first time, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Like the video, share the video, comment on them videos, man. Hey, if you want to get yourself some Lions gear or any kind of gear, go over to fanatics.com. They got licensed everything over at fanatics.com. So get your favorite Lions gear or your favorite Michigan gear. And one thing, we haven't said it yet, our hearts and prayers from here go out to Michigan State, man. We're not Spartans here. We're Wolverines, but for that to happen on that campus, man, our thoughts and prayers are out to all the people affected by the mass shooting over at Michigan State. So our prayers are with you, man. So if you're a Michigan State fan, go ahead and grab yourself some gear out there as well. But, our hearts and prayers are out to you, man. We support you 100% right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. But grab some Lions gear over there at fanatics.com. Links in the description. A portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us go to content on this channel. Sorry for that. We kind of interrupted. I want to make sure I got that out. I didn't want to forget that. I know it's in the middle of our little bumps, but I didn't want to forget that. Then, while you out there, check out Lions Nation Unite. Brought to you by Herman Moore. He helped us bring you this content, man. So check out Lions Nation Unite. You can download the app in the Google, Android, or Apple App Store, or you can just type in Lions Nation Unite in your web browser, and it'll be right there for you. Follow us over there and follow your favorite content creators are on that app as well, or on that website. So check it out, Lions Nation Unite. And while you're over there, go to LNUshop.com to get yourself some LNU gear. Get the real, not the fake that they sell over there on Facebook and Instagram, right there in LNUshop.com. Check us out on the Detroit Lions on the Prowl.com. While you're over there, click on the link to get yourself some Prowl Nation gear at lionsontheprowlshop.com. My man, Coach Jones, gonna sell you all your Wolverine Lion gear. Because if you're a Wolverine on Saturday and a Lion on Sunday, like we all are on this panel, go ahead and check out my man Coach Jones gear at wolverinelion.com. He gonna hook you up, baby, with some great gear to represent your favorite football teams. Check out me, Curt Steele, at curtsteele.com. Man, I got some different content over there, man. And that, is helping me with my master's program. So go check me out over there on curtsteele.com. Man, I'm trying to do a little something for y'all, man. So do a little different take on some Lions news and rumors over there on curtsteele.com. Check out my man, Big Lion Man. Do your part for the fight against cancer, especially in the state of Michigan, because the Roll Up gear he sells in the link in the description go to help the American Cancer Society of Michigan. So check out my man, Big Lion Man's Roll Up gear in the description, and follow us on your favorite social media platforms. We got, Coach Jones still got a YouTube channel. I still got a YouTube channel. Then go over there, Facebook, TikTok, and of course, y'all know what it is. Yeah, still got a YouTube channel, man. It's some archive content over there, but y'all know what it is, man. Go on over to Instagram, man, and check out my man LL Cool Taurus, man. He got some Valentine's special still, what I'm saying, going around his storyline, man. He got it, man. Tomorrow is Thursdays, baby. It's always going down in the Yak Town on LL's Instagram, man, for Thursday. So hit him up over there on Instagram, man. All right. So now We done paid the bills. We done did our little plugs, man. Now it's time to
Right.
get right back into this content, man. And let's look at some of these free agent linebackers. Now, I said to this before, linebacker play has been a concern for the past few seasons for the Lions. We tried to address it. I think it's still maybe an issue. We had some good play. It was better this year, but we got some linebackers, some quality linebackers that's an upgrade that's going to be hitting the free agent market here coming up. Now, like I said, these guys are potential signings for the Lions. Now, they are in the top 10 of several media outlets, top free agent linebackers. I'm not saying this is 1 through 5, but some of these guys are in their top 10. Some guys are higher, some guys are lower, depends on which media outlet you're looking at. But let's kind of look at some of these dudes. First up, we got the big fella, man, out of Tampa Bay, Lavonte David. He's probably one of the most sought after linebackers. 33 years old, though, a little long in the tooth. He made $12.5 million in salary in 2022. He had 124 tackles, 3 sacks, 10 tackles for loss. He had 5 passes defended and 1 forced fumble. Now, here's the deal with him. He is going to demand a bag wherever he goes. He's setting the market value. Like, his contract is going to set the market value. Wherever he ends up, I think he's still playing at a high level at 33 years old. So I don't see the Lions making the push for him, but because he's going to demand at least $12.5 million, around $11 to $12 million a year, depending on the signing bonus and things of that nature, because he had a $2 million signing bonus last year as well. So that 12.5 was his base salary. Not to mention his signing bonus last year. All right, next up, we got the young fella, TJ Edwards. He only made $1.2 million last year, but here's the deal with him. Here, look at his stats. 159 tackles last year. He had 2 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, 7 passes defended, and 1 fumble recovery. Now, he had a Super Bowl run, and he was an integral part of that Philly team, but they're stacked on defense. And he's going to be a free agent. Is he going to be one of those guys that gets paid to stay there and take a team-friendly deal? Or are they going to move on from him? Because guess who they got on waiting in the wings that was on the injured reserve list last year? Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean could be one of those players that pushes them to sign, let TJ Edwards walk in free agency. He's going to be cheaper because Edwards is going to draw a little bag. I think he probably going to get around $9 to $10 million a year. So he may be a bargain. We may be able to sign that guy. We may have a shot at signing TJ Edwards. Next up, we got David Long Jr. out of the Tennessee Titans, 26 years old. And we know him on the show because he's a Wolverine, baby. He made $1 million last year. He had 86 tackles, no sacks, but he had 7 tackles for loss, 5 passes defended. Here is the caveat on him. Here's the thing. He spent the last 5 games of the season on injured reserve. Got a good look.
What was the
right?
injury?
Not sure. Didn't remember, but he could be a bargain coming off an injury. All right, so you look at the next guy is a guy that I kind of looked at, man. This guy right here, he's a beast. He might cost you a bag too. Tremaine Edmonds out of Buffalo. He made the most money on this list that I have. He made $12.7 million last year, had 102 tackles, 1 sack, 6 tackles for loss, 7 passes defended, and 3 quarterback hits. His market value, according to SpotRack, is $11 to $12 million. He's right under Lavonte David, and he's so young. 24 years old, man. That's a guy that you can sign long-term to your team and be a good addition. Guy plays downhill, good, fast, inside linebacker. And the last guy is a guy that we kind of talked about on Free for All Friday. Leighton Vander Esch from the Dallas Cowboys. He's only 27 years old. He only made $22 million last year. He had 90 tackles, 1 sack, 4 tackles for loss, 1 pass defended, 1 forced fumble. Maybe I'll get him for a good price. And the reason being why the Dallas Cowboys they're stacked at linebacker. So they can kind of move around and move him out. He may be the odd man out, but he's injury prone. That's the deal with Leighton Vander Esch. He has spent a lot of time on the IR, a lot of time on the bench, and that's why he may get pushed out of Dallas, because they got so many linebackers. They can say, hey, man, You just heard all the time. We're gonna move on from you. So those are my 5 top free agent linebackers. Now they're not in any particular order. I'm not grading these guys 1 through 5, but these are the 5 of the top guys that could be available for the Lions to to sign in free agency. Let's go them again. You got Levante David, TJ Edwards, David Long Jr., Tremaine Edmonds, and Leighton Vander Esch. What do you guys think? I'll go to you first, Coach Jones. What do you think of those 5 candidates, free agent linebackers?
You know, we already spoke off camera, man. I want Levante David. I know it is going to be expensive to get him, man, but I think if you sign Levante David to a 3-year contract, kind of spread that money out a little bit, we can make it happen. But I'm also I like my man who just made the Super Bowl run with the Eagles. I think he's a good candidate. I think he's a very good candidate. Actually, we should really look at him. We should throw him, throw him a little extra couple million, man, to get him to come over. Because like you said, Nakobe Dean is gonna be there, man, and that might get him because they're not gonna tag him. They're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? So we throw him an extra $2 million from what the Eagles gonna throw him. He can come over here, man, and I think we can wrap him up, man. So that's a very interesting because I think he's a young player too. So yeah, man, we can definitely do that, man. But I'm only person that I wouldn't pick up is I'm sorry to say it, but David Long. You got the lingering issues, man. There's nothing serious, major. Like I only see like
it's a hamstring.
It's a
hamstring injury. Yeah, hamstring injury.
Yeah. So, but I'm a Wolverine, and you would be a Wolverine, but you ain't gonna be a Wolverine next year, bro.
Now, one thing is he transferred from University of Michigan, and he played his final years at West Virginia. So he wanted to keep those same color schemes. So he went from one school to similar color scheme, but. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, All right, what you got, LL, on those 5 guys?
I'm so intrigued that y'all or that Coach Mike especially would, so enamored over a 33-year-old linebacker, especially when you can, get similar or something, way younger. I don't mind him though. He is he's a good player. I think he'd probably go back to Tampa, but not at. Hell no, I'm not paying nowhere near close to $12.5 million for Levante David. I don't know if, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if we're that just Levante David away. And, I think he'll have other landing spots before he decides to come to Lions for whatever we are offering him. On this list, I like TJ Edwards. I didn't know Tremaine Edmonds was that young. I didn't know he was that young. If we're going to spend a lot of people or on anybody on this list, it'd probably be him. I didn't know, just because of age and productivity. He's a real good young linebacker, man. He's one of the absolute very best. And I don't know if Buffalo's going to let him go, but they might have to. I think they might be having cap issues up there. If not,
they're one of the teams is going to be cap strapped. You look at some of the big names they brought in, especially you look at you got to, the Allen, and then you look at Stephon Diggs. They got some money tied up in some bigger names. The Von Miller deal, so they're gonna have some money tied up in some big names. But we'll see. And then you got their their corner out there they have that's that's really good. So you're gonna see Davis White, yeah. So but we'll see. Hey man. What I'm saying? Thank you guys for checking us out right here in Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rooms. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, man. All right, so now it's time to do my favorite show, part of the show. It's time for us to zip our lip and see what you had to say about the last show, man. And I'm so happy that it's back for today. It's time for the comment cards, baby. First up, we got Scott Smith says Lions make some noise in the playoffs in 2023 and 2024. They will be Super Bowl contenders. Whether they get there or not, we are looking at a long run with these coaches and leadership on and off the field for the foreseeable future. Okay, I'm liking that comment. Thank you.
I like it. King SJ said, Would love to see Levi contribute to the Lions D-line, but still think we have to address the position in the offseason. I agree. It'd be absolutely great if he could step up, man, oh man. But yeah, you ain't wrong, Curt, man. You ain't wrong.
I'm gonna holler at you.
Listen, he was the enforcer. He played a full season, man. Y'all leave him alone. Brent DeWitt says, watching the Super Bowl, I was thinking our offense would stay with either team. Defense is a whole different story. Lions in the NFC Championship game next year and a Super Bowl the year after. Hey, I told you them bet Nas, man. KC O-line shocked me. No sack. Wrong thinking the trench war dominated by Philly. About Levi, kind of 50-50. Really hope he recovers and helps the team. But not counting on him. Tear down, rebuild is ahead of schedule. Go Lions. Yes, it is. And like I said, man, Levi, he opted to have a back surgery as a last resort. So I hope he comes back healthy, man. I really do. So thank you for the comment, man.
All right. Day after the Super Bowl, man. This is Doug Prince 72, end of the show. He is a Wall of Fame member. So day after the Super Bowl odds for the next season have been released. Challenge to Curt Steele. Okay, what you got? How many teams ranked in the top 10 make the Super Bowl actually make the playoffs? Note the Lions have the 9th best odds, which Coach Mike has already said, in 2 polls and 11th in the other. How many teams ranked in the top 10 will actually make the playoffs? My guess, probably about 5 to 6. How about that? 5 to 6.
I told you, Doug be coming with that. He be coming, man. I'll be like, hold on, Doug. Let me hit you back.
Yeah. So, Doug, I'll say 5 to 6.
Word. Jeffrey Inglesby says, if we win the North, anything is possible after that. We will win the North, Jeffrey. Ain't nobody in our way. Also, good Super Bowl. I think Jalen Hurts will appear in many more. Sometimes you got to lose one to win one. Good growing experience for him. Yeah, I don't know if that's how it goes, but, good game. It sucked for them, but, Lions in the NFC too, so,
Yeah. My thing with Philly, they're going to be cap strapped too because they got a lot of free agents.
If they got to break the bank on Jalen Hurts, a lot of them guys is out of there.
Yeah, that's gonna be, you got to watch them. What you got, Coach Jones?
Yep. RV Jackpot says, hello, my Lions family. What up, though? Hey, we always here, man. Lions family, one pride nation. Y'all know how we do, man. We all together in this.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. That's my favorite segment. Thank you guys for commenting. Do us a favor, drop a comment on the video, talk about any of the topics we talked about in today's show, and answer the family discussion topic, grade the mock draft, talk about the Super Bowl odds, talk about these linebackers. Just drop us a comment in the comment section of the video, man, and we'll read 6 of those things on the next recorded show, which will be on Monday. So go ahead and drop us a comment. All right, now it's time for everyone else's favorite segment, Dessert with your man Curt. Grand 12, have some coffee with your dessert. With your man Curt, man, brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you will love how they taste. Hit the link for the Facebook page in the description. If you don't do Facebook, go to TikTok or Instagram and see all that beautiful dessert footage. Just type in Delightful Bites in the search engine. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. All right. We talked about this a little bit off camera, yesterday. And Scotty Montgomery, his time might be over in Detroit before it starts because Scotty Montgomery interviews for the Bucs offensive coordinator job just 5 days after taking the Lions position. Now, I'll say this: being an assistant, running backs coach and assistant head coach is good, but being an offensive coordinator is a higher position. So I understand him taking that, interview, and the Lions for allowing him to take the interview. That's a higher position. Yeah, well, assistant head coach, man, that's a figurehead title. You know what I'm saying? He's more of our running back coach, and that's like, hey man, go out there and run practice for me right quick. That's an assistant head coach, but that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They help the head coach out, but offensive coordinator, that's a higher position in my opinion, because those are the positions that lead to head coaching positions. Offensive coordinators, defensive coordinator, they lead to head coordinator positions, lead to head coaching spots. So and we know he's already been one of those guys. So at the college level, so I'm not mad at him at all. So I mean, if it's back to the drawing board, we just got to do it. And I believe in Dan Campbell will go out and find the next guy if he gets that position. So good luck. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like the hire, but if he has to go on to something that's a little more suited to what he wants to take, good for him. But that is your dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you will love how they taste. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. Now it's time to take that quick walk on over to that wall of fame, baby. Hey, make sure you check today for the community tab for the gold members meeting for the gold members. The Zoom link is definitely going to be in the community tab. But bronze members, we got my man Detroit Drew. Check out my man Joseph Carter, David Anderson. You got Joe Moe in the building. Bob Korowski. You got Noma's J. What up, Nome? We got We On Top Though 100, and you know we got the fella Big Doug Prince 72. For our silver members, we got Batman of the 313. We got Cap Ice Cold, Henry Wallace, Kirkland Pratt, and Big Dale in the building. For our gold members, we got Mr. Reliable, Michael Huck, Larry McQuiston, Turner C. Burley. We got my man Big North and Ken, man, Mr. Rough and Raw himself, Michael Lewis. We got Lionel of Deuce Baguette, Dominic Davis. We got the jazzy one, Paul Jarose, and the doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click that join now button in the description. Now it is time for final thoughts for today's show. Man, I know he is gearing up for the big day, man. You know what I'm saying? He got the Santa Claus sack ready, you know what I'm saying, to get all those gifts and all that full Tupperware. My man, LL, what you got, my brother?
No, I don't want to say what I was going to say. I had some good, funny stuff to say. But yeah, don't let nobody discourage, make you feel bad about sides. Mains ain't nothing without the sides, However, it's got to go. So if today's your day, appreciate it. You are putting the puzzle together in ways you may not even understand. So happy Wednesday. Go out there and find some dollar conies and enjoy the rest of your week.
Right on, man. Fried chicken, but that now without the macaroni, cheese, and greens, my brother.
See?
You know what? I got a little bit of good news. Fresh off my expensive weekend, my anniversary's on the 12th, and yesterday's Valentine's Day. I hit a parlay last night on
Congrats.
On FanDuel Casino. So yeah, man, I had a few dollars left over from the Super Bowl. So I went and put that on FanDuel, and I bet on the Sacramento Kings Phoenix Suns parlay. And I won. I woke up this morning and I think I had like $9 and like 22 cents left. And I woke up, I looked at it, it said $103.22. I said, oh, good, thank you. I was like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. A little bit of love right there, man. So I just want to share that with y'all real quick, man. It was like, okay, good. That's a little bit of gas money. I ain't even got to pay no gas. So the shout out to all the fans out there who be on the sportsbook betting apps. It sometimes pay off.
Yeah, congratulations, man. That's what's up, man. Hey, for me for today, man. The Lions got some decisions to make. Yeah, you look at what's going on. We got mock drafts going on. It is actually officially mock draft season. But free agency is going to be around the corner, man. You look at it; it's less than a month away. So free agency, we're going to be looking at positions of need and what players is going to be out there in free agency. We did linebackers. We're going to look at some defensive linemen, some defensive tackles, look at some corners, look at some safeties. Look at some offensive guards that may be available to help the Lions. So stay tuned, man. We know the season's over, but we got you covered with all your Detroit Lions news and rumors right here. So stick with us, man. We're going to get you up through the draft, through the OTAs, and then all of a sudden, it's going to be time for training camp again, and we're going to be right here giving you all the great Detroit Lions news and rumors, what's going on right here on our program. So go keep checking us out. But for me, for today's show, man, I had a wonderful Valentine's Day with my wife yesterday, man. We just did what we do. We hung out, watched some TV, ate a good meal. She cooked a good meal for us, man. It was, man, I'm still full. But Shout out to my wife, man. She gave me surprised with a nice gift. That's something I need, but and it was just one of the things, man. I shout out to my daughter, and I sent her some flowers, and my grandkids. Even my little grandbaby, my 9-year-old, the oldest one, she got a little Valentine from little boy at school. So just all the love and stuff like that you see on Valentine's Day. And if you wasn't able to be with the one you loved on Valentine's Day, you're probably gonna be out there today. But if you're doing it right and you cook the meal right, you ain't need no side dishes, man, because you're gonna concentrate on the main course, and that's all you need. So with all that being said, man, thank you guys for checking this out right here in Detroit Lions of the Prowl on this What Up Though Wednesday Hump Day, baby. But for those of you who need size, man, go ahead and buckle up and eat them things. But go ahead, man, take this napkin, man, wipe the crumbs off your face, man, finish your drink and get back to work. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.